Hi everybody, my name is Oliver and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be learning how to cut up a whole chicken into pieces for stews, fried chicken, baked chicken, or anything else that you might need cut up chicken for. And the reason why we're going to do that instead of buying the chicken already cut up at the store is just to save money. It is so inexpensive to buy a whole chicken like this. Like for example, this one I got for about 89 cents a pound. It was on sale. Buying whole chicken is really much less expensive compared to buying it already cut up. Right? So the first thing we're going to do is take the chicken out of the bag. Back up. For this, I normally use a chef's knife for doing all my general cutting, but today we're going to use a boning knife instead, right? Just because it's much easier to get into the small things that we need to get into when we're cutting up the chicken, especially when we're trying to take out the wishbone. You can use this, just be careful with it, okay? But for today, I'm going to not use the chef's knife. Instead, we're going to use a smaller boning knife. Right. First thing we're going to do is take it out of the bag. The chicken, when you buy it out of the bag, when you buy it whole and take it out of the bag, you're going to have little pieces of giblets and stuff inside. So first thing you're going to do, there's a layer of fat right here at the opening of the cavity. Just take that, pull it out, discard it. Take that out and discard the fat. Next thing, you're going to have the neck. You're going to have the giblets, the heart, the liver. One more piece in here somewhere. Oh, I got chipped. Okay. Anyway, these are the things that you would use if you were going to make gravy. And so that's what you would use them for, except for the liver. The liver I usually save for another purpose. But I would save these to make gravy. Okay, excuse me for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and wash the chicken. Okay. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the wishbone. The wishbone is right here. If you have the back of the chicken on the cutting board, and normally I'd have this facing me, but for the camera's sake, it'll be easier for me to demonstrate this way. The wishbone is like this, right here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the wishbone as a guide. We're going to take the knife and we're going to go down both sides of the wishbone. Okay, and go under, and then we'll take care of the top a little bit later. So find the wishbone. If you just take your knife and cut, the bone itself will guide you. See, it's right there. Okay. So the bone itself will guide you. Then take it on the other side of the bone. And just cut. And go underneath it. There you go. Be careful. Go on the side of the bone again and go up. Now, go on the other side of the bone. Again, just take it. Let the bone guide you. Okay, there's the bone again. Go underneath. Okay. Right, so there's the wishbone. We're just gonna take the knife and go up again until it gets to the top. Now, you can just go ahead and wiggle it out. Okay, fine. Okay, only on camera. It's like, okay. if your bone ever breaks like this, alright, one, I hope you made a wish. Two, be very careful because the point is sharp, okay? So just be careful with that. Set it aside. I save that for stock. Okay, next thing we're going to do is take the wings off, the tips here. Okay, there's not really a lot of meat on that, so we just find a joint. Take it off. I save this for stock. Find a joint. And again, I'm not cutting through the bone. I'm actually cutting right at the cartilage that joins the two sections together, so that I'm not dulling my knife. Okay, so that's your prep. Next thing we're going to do, on the back of the chicken, just right along the spine, take your knife, go down from the very top of the neck all the way to the bottom, like that. All you're trying to do is just get the skin cut. Once that's done, flip the bird back over. And what you're going to do is find your sternum, which is right in the middle, right here. You're going to take your knife and you're going to cut on both sides of that. See, and that's the reason why we removed the wishbone, because that would have been in our way. The wishbone would have been in our way. Okay, so I've got one side of the sternum. Take the knife and go to the other side also, and cut all the way down. The rib cage will actually stop your knife from going any farther down. You see? And then this bone right here is going to stop your knife from going farther. Do it on both sides. Okay? Now, what we're going to do now is remove the leg. Okay? If you kind of pull on the leg, let gravity kind of help you, you'll see all the skin right here. Take your knife and cut as close to the leg as you can to get as much skin on the breast as possible. Okay, see it right here? Okay, and what you'll notice is that there is already a kind of a path for you to follow between the chicken carcass and the thigh. Just follow that all the way to the back. Okay, and then what you'll notice is where the thigh bone and the rest of the carcass comes together, there is a little piece of meat, a big chunk of meat right here. That's called the oyster. And you just kind of scrape it off the bone. That's a lot of meat. That's good. In fact, I saw one restaurant where they just served the oysters like like an appetizer. Just a lot of oysters. Chicken oysters, not real oysters. Okay. Now once you got that cut up, take the leg, put it against the rest of the carcass, right where the wings come together, and then just pop it. See how the joint broke? You're going to take your knife and go right through. Just all you're going to do is just break that connective tissue right there and pull it off. That's one leg. Okay. Do it again. Let gravity help you. Okay. Follow this. Then right here, find the oyster, scrape it off. If you leave the oyster in with the rest of the carcass, it's not a big deal. It can be part of your stock. It'll flavor the stock. Okay. Now, again, take the leg, put it next to its side, bend it straight back. The bone will pop, but it's still kind of stuck right there, so that's what you want to cut. Okay. Then take the chicken, pull it out. Okay. So those are two pieces. I'm going to just put those aside for right now. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and remove the wing and the breast from the rest of the carcass. What we're looking for here is where this chicken wing kind of comes into contact with the rest of the carcass right here. There's a joint. So what you want to do is find that joint. This takes a practice. I get it? Here it is. Okay. So where this chicken wing kind of connects with the rest of the carcass, right there, there's a joint where it kind of comes in contact with the shoulder. Find it. Just break that. Just break the joint with a knife. Then you can take it and pull. Set that aside. Okay, same thing here. Look for the joint. Here it is. And pull. Sometimes it's just easier to feel for the joint as opposed to trying to find it with your eye. So what I would do is I would kind of wiggle the two together, wiggle the wing, feel for it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So that's your wing and breast. We'll cut that up. Okay, these two pieces right here are your tenderloin, and they should just come right off. Sometimes a little coaxing. Okay, that's one. And that's it. I save the carcass for stock when I make a chicken stock. Okay, this is your tenderloin. That's what the kids love, breaded and then fried with a little bit of ketchup. There's a little tendon right here. It's like a rubber band. It is as strong as a rubber band. You cannot eat that. Well, if you eat it, it won't cause any harm, but it's like chewing on a rubber band. So what I do is I put my finger on this end right here. It's slippery, so we're going to use a towel to help us out. And we're going to scrape it off. Now because it's as strong as a rubber band, it's going to help us out. See? This part just discard, and this can be for fish sticks, or I'm sorry, not fish sticks, chicken fingers. Okay, again, find that little tendon right there, hold on to it, and scrape the meat off. There you go. This, put back together. Okay, so those are the two tenderloins. Okay, back to the chicken. So we have our chicken leg here, chicken leg and chicken thigh. If you turn it over, you'll find that there is a kind of a line of fat right here. If you kind of keep your eye on that and wiggle the thigh bone, and you'll find where this bone and the leg bone come together, and that's where you want to take your knife and just go straight down. Okay. Again, I did not cut through the bone. I cut through the cartilage. Okay. So there's a leg and a thigh. Do it again. There's that fat. That kind of gives you an idea where it is. It's not exact. Find it. Okay, there it is. Just feel it. Wiggle right there. So there we have our 2 legs and 2 thighs. Okay. The chicken wings and the chicken breast. Normally you'll find the chicken wing cut right here where the bone kind of meets the chicken breast. Unfortunately, that little piece is not as full serving. It's too small. And then you have the chicken breast that's more than a serving. So what I do is I just kind of fold the chicken wing back, kind of give me an idea where I want that extra meat. Alright, so we're going to cut some of the breast to go along with the wing. So now you have some more meat to go along with the wing, and that becomes a serving. Even this is kind of big, so sometimes I would go ahead and cut that in half too. Alright. So again, you have some meat here along with the chicken wing, so that becomes a serving. And then you have this chicken breast here. That we'll just keep it intact. Sometimes if it's really big, I will cut it on a diagonal like this to make it look nice. In fact, I'll do it now. So there you have that, and you have this, or you can leave it whole. Cut it. No? Okay, fine. Alright. So it's up to you. So we have, you can either have 8 pieces here. If I kept this this chicken breast together, you'll have 1, 2, the chicken wing, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the thighs, 7, 8 with the drumsticks. So that's your standard 8-piece cut. You can again, you can cut 10 pieces out of this if you decide to cut the breast. Okay, and that's it. From this point on, you can do anything that you want with it. You can have fried chicken. You can cook this to stews. If you wanted to just kind of save this for later, all you wanted was the chicken breasts. You got chicken breast for 89 cents a pound. Where have you ever seen chicken breast go for under $1 a pound? Right? So there you go. All right, and then you can think of the rest of the chicken as a bonus. But how simple was that, right? Go ahead and review the video, and just to get some practice in. Again, the hardest part would be to kind of removing the wing portion from the rest of the carcass. But after you get that done, the rest is very simple to do. All right? And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this session, and we'll see you later.